but he wrote DEI is bad. Everything should be merit. Then the same folks say nepotism and good old boy networks are great. Pick whoever you like. My buddy sent me this post by Walter M. Kimbrough. I'm not familiar with who he is, but he wrote DEI is bad. Everything should be merit. Then the same folks say nepotism and good old boy networks are great. Pick whoever you like. So I guess this is what somebody's responding to. It says in a 24-hour span, Trump announces jobs for father-in-laws of both of his daughters. So we don't have to read anything. It seems like this first one is about Charles Kushner to serve as the U.S. ambassador to France. And what was the other one? Mossad Bolos will serve as senior advisor to the president in Arab and Middle Eastern affairs. He's an accomplished lawyer and highly respected leader in the business world with extensive experience on the international scene. Now, Trump is saying all this, so y'all know Trump operates in hyperbole, but it is what it is. He has been a longtime proponent of Republicans. So who is this person? Mossad is a deal maker. He would be a strong advocate. So I guess they're saying that this is both father. So I guess two of his father-in-laws. So the father-in-laws of both of his daughters. That's what it says. So this is my opinion on, let me remove this real quick. These are my thoughts on nepotism versus DEI. What's the difference? What I see happening right now is DEI was based on two things that we discussed. The majority of people that it was based on were with the Black Lives Matter group and then with LGBTQ. Now, even though they say that I've always heard this, I don't really know the stats on it, but they always say that white women benefit from DEI actually the most. I'm not sure if that's accurate. I'm not sure. I can understand when people are saying that. They're probably saying it like, well, maybe it's not intended for you in particular, but you're still benefiting from it. So maybe they say that. I always, in my opinion, I looked at, how many boxes you're checking off. So are you checking off the women box? Okay, check. Are you checking off the black box? Okay, check. Are you checking off the LGBTQ box? You know what I mean? So it kind of, for me, I always looked at it with how many boxes can you check off when they go to meet their quotas. So, excuse me, got the sniffles. So for me, when I'm observing DEI versus nepotism, the DEI aspect, I always look at it from that standpoint. Black, women, and then LGBTQ, because that's what's been pushed, in my opinion, or that's what's been marketed as far as what's really DEI is helping with. A DEI professor or expert can obviously let me know otherwise if that's the case. Nepotism is a bit different, how I see it. It's giving somebody an opportunity based on the position that you're in of power, right? Okay. So nepotism, let's look at it from an example like LeBron James using his leverage to bring on Bronny, or Jerry Jones hiring his son to run the Dallas Cowboys. That's nepotism. DEI, we've talked about. DEI could be when you have a certain quota and you want to bring on a certain amount of people. We see it happening with Harvard, where you look at the test scores of the kids that get into Harvard. Why do the black kids score? Why are they able to get into Harvard with a lower score than a lot of the Asians? So we see it across the board in different ways. To me, they both produce bad results. So I'm not one of these people that, when we go back to this gentleman's tweet, when he says that DEI is bad, he's saying that some people say, the same people that say DEI is bad, everything should be merit, the same folks say nepotism and good old boy networks are good, pick whoever you like. This is the difference for me. I think that they both negatively impact people. Whenever you give somebody something that they do not deserve, think about it like your dog. Do you reward your dog for pissing in the house or for taking a bowel movement in the house? No, that would be silly, because now they're going to associate that with what they're supposed to be doing. Right now, I know that's not the perfect example, but overall, that's my stance. We should not be rewarding things to people other than merit. This is where it gets separated. Those same people, the black people, the LGBTQ, and the women, they don't see themselves, or we don't see them. Let's just talk about black people in particular. because we're not in those roles where we're able to exercise nepotism as much as other people, at least that's our perception. We see that as like those problems over there. Like Jerry Jones bringing on his son, to me, and giving his son a job. If Jerry Jones' son is not qualified for that, then that's going to hurt his son. But that's on Jerry Jones, right? That's on his son. So the same way that I've called it out with LeBron and Bronny, I think that it hurts Bronny James. Is his son in the NBA? Will people do anything to get into the NBA? Absolutely. But I think that you hurt the development of Bronny. So that's a nepotism standpoint. So I have the same energy when it comes to DEI. You're hurting those people. But the DEI, I think we associate it differently with people, because the DEI, it's almost, what did I write in my notes? It's almost like if what the gentleman's implying when he says that, okay, the same people that say DEI is bad are okay with nepotism. It reminds me of him, and I may not say this correctly, but it reminds me of when they say more money, more problems. Like the more money you make, the more problems, everything's a headache. Yeah, that sounds good. But like those are those good problems. Like nepotism, a lot of ways, I see those as like the good problems. You know what I mean? And I don't believe that I'm explaining it well enough, but hopefully y'all can kind of see where I'm going, and maybe you guys can even help me unpack it. But I look at the nepotism, both, like I said, both are going to create problems, but I almost look at it as if, well, if DEI is bad, then I don't want to make money. You know, money's bad, or money brings a lot of problems, so therefore let's not get rich. And matter of fact, throw that example out, because I'm not really explaining it the right way. Let's just back it up a little bit. When you reward people for things that they do not deserve, it hurts the person that you're giving the position to. So I look at nepotism like that, and I look at DEI like that. When it comes to DEI, whenever you rob me of having to live up to a certain standard and to deliver on certain merits in order to get a position, you're robbing me of the things that I would develop by getting to that standard. It's no different than working out with Ozempic. If you can just give me an Ozempic quick fix and I lose 30 pounds, and that was my goal, my doctor said, hey, I just got to lose 30 pounds. No, the actual benefit are the things that your body is going to respond to, your things that your body is going to benefit from going through the process of naturally losing 30 pounds, of going and working out every day, of changing your diet. Those are the things. Because it's not just about the merit to sit here and say, I walked every day, I ran every day, I worked out every day, I changed my diet. Forget the trophy that you get from that. The biggest benefit is what it did for your body. So that's how I look at DEI and nepotism. Let people compete. If you have to lower the standard for a particular group of people, then to me, what you're saying is that not that that group doesn't have opportunities, you're saying that that group is not capable of performing at a particular standard that the other group is performing at. So that's how I look at it. That may not be what Walmart is looking at it. I don't think it's how they're looking at it, but that's my standpoint on it. So I think y'all kind of get my feelings on that. Sorry to go so long on that. But let me a couple comments. So Ant wrote, JD Vance, no, I'm just not attracted. He's cool. I don't support DEI fully. If they can find a way to direct attention to merit-based DEI hires, I might change my opinion. Don't mind nepotism, though. And this is the thing. You know why I'm a little bit less mindful of nepotism? And let me be very clear. I still don't think that it benefits the person. I just don't care as much about it, because nepotism comes from a standpoint, and in most cases, it's not like LeBron James. In most cases, it's more like the Jerry Jones, where you own a company and you want to bring on whoever you want to bring on, or Donald Trump situation where he wants to bring on, he won the election, he could bring on whoever he wants to bring on. That's cool. But that's talking about grown men. That's talking about a different situation, in my opinion. And I still think that it hurts the person. Neither here nor there. But I get what you're saying, Ant. I definitely feel, though I have those same feelings and thoughts as well. But DEI for me is just a no-no. I just look at how it impacts us. I don't think that the numbers show that it's actually benefiting us. Levi, am I saying it correctly? Hey peeps, what's up, Levi? Checking boxes instead of checking qualifications. That's how I look at it. Nepotist hires should come with mandatory predecessor shadowing internship for a few years. Yeah, I think it should. You just can't regulate it. You know what I mean? It's different than regulating a company to say you have to hire this amount of black people, this amount of women, this amount of LGBTQ. To me, if I own a company, I'm not doing that. You're not telling me who I have to hire. It just is what it is. I'm the one that sacrificed everything, risked everything. If that's the case, if people want to complain so much, then use it as an opportunity. Every complaint, if you feel that a company's not hiring your people, whoever your people is, then to me, that sounds like an opportunity to you do exactly what that company does. If there's Walmart and they're not hiring and catering and creating opportunities for a certain demographic, then let's start another grocery store. Let's start another super center. And let's tell the story of why we're starting it. Because we feel that this other company wasn't providing certain opportunities. But you got to put the risk out there. You got to put the money out there, raise the money, and open your own business. That's the only way any of this works. Competition, right? You have the ability to create your own Walmart. You have the ability to open up your own corner store. You have the ability to open up your version of Starbucks if you don't like Starbucks. You have the ability to do all of these things. So open up a business and then you hire whoever it is that you want to hire. That's my opinion on it. But I don't know. Neither here nor there. Neither here nor there. Let's move on. We're going to talk a little bit about, are we going to go into, my fault. I shouldn't have took that down so fast, Levi. All right. So we're going to get into Stephen A. This funny video that I saw with Stephen A. and this actress that y'all got to see. And it's an actress that y'all probably recognize. If y'all watch a lot of low budget black movies, then y'all will be familiar. Ew, it's Dak. Just want to thank you for checking out our video and visiting the OG Network. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure that you give us a like. And if you're looking to join a community of inspired individuals striving for purposeful abundance, subscribe. And if you're feeling real generous, share the video with some friends and family. All right, I'll see y'all soon. Ew.